interesting examples with a current client. They had very segmented traffic levels from cold traffic to retargeting and very bottom of funnel. And they were spending very little on these bottom of funnel ad sets. The ad that was getting the least ad spend, it was a testimonial video. When we ran the consolidated structure, Meta pushed the most spend to that ad. And the result, the performance for that ad, the new visits percentage went up, traffic got colder. There was this perception that this ad is only good for very bottom of funnel retargeting. But Meta has gone, no, we're going to get new eyeballs using this ad.
And it's crazy because the reason why this works, and as soon as I can share screen, I will share what we're seeing kind of like in the platform. And it's getting kind of crazy. What I'd love to share is that the deduping is the reason why this is working. If you try to outsmart yourself, which is multiple campaigns, multiple ad sets, you have to agree in your brain that you're separating out the traffic. That's the thing. Anything that new that you add is brand new. So that's what's interesting. If you add a new campaign, it's brand new to the ecosystem. And some people think that way. Okay, if I add this one, how does this compare? And it used to be, it was like, well, they're blending together. And now people are like, well, okay, if I have this one, I'll add this one over here because this one will do this. It's like, no, not anymore. And I have the proof. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 examples of this where it's no longer, oh, if they see this ad, then they'll jump to this campaign because once they do that, nope. All of targeting and all of exclusions are gone. People are locked into the deduping of ad sets. And what we've seen with the deduping of ad sets is that they're working their way through those creatives. And we have 27 pieces of creative in that campaign that I'm spending $300 a week on. I mean, it is like, it is everything that you were taught to not do, we're doing. It's like every bad idea, every amateur mistake. It's like, nope, that's it now. Oh, yay. Thank you so much. Whoever you are out there in StreamYard land helping us. Thank you. So here's what's interesting is this. I went through the new customers here. And what you can see is that once a campaign is started, you have this campaign and these are all in one ad set. So it's obviously campaign. And sometimes it's like, this ad in the ad set. So same ad set. This one here, it's like same ad set, then organic traffic. Here you have Fabian, Brittany all in the same ad set. This one was actually paused in April, and then this one was picked up in May. So it's like, great. I have a first click, first opt-in. They went away because this one was gone. A new piece of creative came in because this one was released. So it's now deduped, or it's now duplicated. Basically, it's no longer deduped because they can now join a different creative because the creative they were locked into has been paused. That's why we dated them. And that's like Brittany. And then we have Brittany. And then we have Grateful I Am. Okay. Then we have Grateful Judith, all in the same ad set. So Luella. I mean, these are all clicks on the same ads in the same ad set, the same campaign. They are not being released now. So you don't have that cross-pollination, cross-tracking. If they, my fun example, if they fart on Tuesday, they see this, nope, it's gone. So when we look inside of this here, inside of the creative, I have $30 per day in spend, and we have 26. We had to pause 4 ads that were old because they were new to us, new to Meta, old in inventory, and they were back when like an ad was called like Snowball Fight, which is now May. So we can't use that. But we basically took all the creative that we've never tried before. And we said, you know what, let's run this. And we'll run this since the 13th, and actually just through 13th through today. So what we're seeing here now, and you can actually see this by your attribution setting. I'm not getting all of my, I'm getting spend and still pretty consolidated. Now out of 233, my highest concentration is 107, but this one's starting to grow at 43. This one's starting to grow now past 10. And this one's starting to kind of grow still, like they're still growing. But what's interesting about this is I'm starting to see the attribution be kind of funneled now across all of the medians that is spending. All of the ads that are spending, all mediums. So, for example, we'll go through the creative types here in a moment, but what I want you to know, or what I want you to notice, or what I want you to see, is that as you get click attributed conversions, the ads that are still spending are getting view engaged attributed conversions. This is because there is still creative that's being pushed, but it may not be what is getting clicked. You're going to get your spend on what is getting clicks. You're not going to get your spend, unless it's a video ad, on what is not getting clicks, because Meta goes off of interactions first. So yes, of course, the top 5 ads have top 5 of them have the top ads that have all the click-attributed conversions. However, it means that because they're locked into a same ad set now, they can jump. So because it's all one ad set and all of your creative, they see this ad, then they can see that, they can see that, they can see that, they can see that, they can see that. So you click here and then you buy there, you buy there, you buy there, you buy there, you buy there. And then this is having some fantastic CPA, because let me remove the attribution settings here so we can kind of see just at least top line stuff. And as we go over here, you can see all the way down the bottom, my sub-dollar ones don't have any conversions yet. Once they kind of make it over $1, it's like $1.21 conversion, $1.37 conversion, $4.33 conversion, $5 or $8.57 conversion. So if I was, a traditional marketer, I would have said like, okay, great, take everything, pause everything except for like these, top 3 or 4 ads. Yeah. And this one would have got like 10 times the ad spend, and that would have shot from 15 to 30. And I'd be like, oh, we got creative fatigue. And so that's
this all. This is a conversation right now with a current client, and to summarize what's been happening is they have a very cool part of their product range. They have a membership, a digital membership, where there's education and there's fishing education, for example, and then they have a really cool app as well. And then they also have an e-com part to their business, and all of these work together. Now, the thing that gets the attention is the app. However, that has been the bulk of the creative in running as well. So this is where we're introducing some creative diversity. And they have a really cool music video they created several years ago that has a lot of social proof on Meta. So I've just tested. I'm going to put those into the sales conversion campaigns for their membership alongside their app campaigns. Now, that music video, immediately Meta took that and yes, I am going to push that and run that. And the spend, a lot of spend went there. And the view through conversions were there, but the click conversions are on the other ads. And this is
starting to show gain interest.
Because this is a very cool story. The story of the business is a very cool story, but it's currently not in the ads, and it hasn't been up to this point. Okay, so and just looking at those click conversions is not going to tell the whole story, because the Meta ecosystem bids on impressions, not on clicks. Yeah. So when it's bidding for those views, these ad sets are taking into account, okay, it's joining the dots as to bid on those impressions with a likelihood of leading to an eventual sale. Now, it may not attribute click attributed sales to those ads, which are working at the top of the funnel. And this is where, to be honest, this is a rearrangement. Like you just mentioned, previously we'd look at the ads that, that's got a $5 CPA, we'll leave that on. That one's got a $10 CPA, we're going to turn that off. We're only going to keep the ones that have $5 on. So this is where we need to look in platform at the ad set performance, also keeping an eye on top line, because we know in platform is not the business report. But it's a really big shift.
It is. And we can kind of see like the different campaign types, and then we'll get to Q&A here in a moment. You can see the kind of different, not campaign, but ad types. Like we talked about the ad categories. So this would be like product feature. So this is something I did notice though, is that you have a product feature, and you have a product feature. Like people really like the product features. That gets the best performance. Like this is day 100. Like that's a cool picture. Like, okay, I can see how it's going to wear. Like that's really, really cool. But then as we uploaded other product feature ads, the next ones went down here. So rather than a 50-50 split, we're like, what about a before and after? And one of them got $11 in spend. Again, we spend nothing. And then the other one got $2. So why the variation? These are all started at the same time. Like it was an open playing field. And we just went, and all 26 ads, go. And one of the reasons that when we're testing this with Meta, what they explained to us was I can't get this thing to pop up. Can I open it in preview? Okay, so this ad here, as an example, is already covered. You already have one of these. You have a white background, you have a glove, you have before and after. It is the exact same ad. Theoretically, what we would say is, okay, this versus this one, this one won, this one lost. Oh, not really. You tested one. The other one says, I'm doing creative targeting now. The creative that you gave me is targeting this person. The replication, duplication, copy paste version of what you did, I'm going to throw away for a moment. I don't need this. I don't need to have that ad be duplicated, and then I already have that covered. So when you're talking about, if I had 10 different variations of creative, I would have a lot more ad spend I would have a lot more diversification. Since I really only have 3, I have I actually really have in-action shots and then product highlights. They're working on everything else. I have 2 of them, and they're both getting chosen very, very well. Those are still working. I have a product ad that's gets $11.19, and I have an in-action shot that gets $10.27. Great. Those are actually within 90% of spend with each other, 2 different categories. Excellent. Typically what you do is you load up 25, one would win, the others would get nothing, and then it would just go off of it. But I have all of the variations. I have same spend on each variation. So the creative targeting and diversification does matter. And that's what we have to be. Our campaigns, when we want to start a campaign, they now, and this is where it's going to get a lot harder for us, is if we want to start a campaign in June 1st, our creative should have been done in, May 20th. Because if we're like, oh, we need to do this type of campaign, before you can ask the media buying / traffic question, you have to now solve for the creative problem, because your creative is now your media buyer. So if your creative is your media buyer, how good is your media buyer? How good is your creative? How good means, is it diversified? And are they using the proper words and phrases to the portion of the funnel that ad is trying to hit them with? Founder story, like you said, going to get a ton of ad spend, going to get low conversions. Why? I just met you. You are just telling me who you are. Later on, when I see supportive content, I see before and afters, I see UGC, I see an action shot, I get the talking head, whatever it may be, maybe a PLA, I'll probably click on that and buy it, because now I understand who you are. But if people are so used to saying no, I have this ad, click on the ad, buy it. Wait, they didn't click on the ad and buy it. It's like, you don't, idiot.
Right.
It's like, what do you do when you want to buy something? Do you see one ad, click it one time, and then buy it one time? No, I wish, but no, people don't do that. And so that's what's interesting, is we have to kind of take this into consideration, is, are we doing the best job of telling the story about who we are, why our products are better than everyone else, and then putting ad spend behind it, and in a way that Meta can use.